here, right? Breathe, because you thank you, Father God, for this day. I appreciate you so much. Continue to work. Let my light shine. Let Terry's light shine. And continue to do your works, Father God. In Jesus' name, amen. Hold on. Wait, that shit. Oh, shoot. Wait a minute. Hey. Let me just get my get my stuff together. All right. All right. Hey, everybody. All right. All right. Okay, so we're about to add Terry on as soon as I figure out how to do it. Oh, hold on. Got it. Hey, everybody. Welcome to When Models Talk. And today we'll be talking to Terri Lisa. As soon as she comes on, I will be introducing her. And we will get started on what exactly we're going to be talking about today and what topics we're going to go into. Okay? Hold on one second. And if y'all didn't know, this is my first time going live. So, y'all got to work with me. It's a process. Hold on. Hey, Terry. There you go. I got to join you. Have you come in. Hold on. Wait a minute. Yes. There we go. As long as the reception's good, we're good. Hey, everybody. Hey, Earl has my pen.
Hey.
How's it going?
Hey. Oh, thank you. So do you. You look good.
I tried. This was just 2 hours ago.
It looks good. I love it.
Right. You can't be coming on here looking crazy.
Right,
okay, so
exactly.
Everybody who's on right now, this is Terri Lisa. I'm the type of person where I want to give a great introduction. So I'm going to read from a note card. And so Terri is a fashion model. She has worked with so many amazing designers, such as Douglas Says. If I say it wrong, Terri, do not judge me. Douglas Says, Bob Mack. She has done New York Fashion Week, Philly Fashion Week. Also worked with amazing photographers, such as Mark Velman, Stephen Hudgens. Yes. Ernest Collins, as well as been featured on Glamour Magazine, Harper's Bazaar, and Vogue China. So everyone, please welcome Terri Lisa. We're going to clap.
Well, thank you. Take a bow.
Yes. So the first thing I want to do as an icebreaker is I want to ask a couple questions from a game from a wonderful guy named derrickjaxn, and that is mentally stimulate my mind. No, mentally stimulate me. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I always want to try those card games.
Break any nerves, because you know I'm nervous. So break any nerves.
This is my second time going live. Can you believe it?
This is my first, and it won't be my last.
Exactly.
So, and hey, everybody that's coming on right now, thank you so much for tuning in. So we're about to play a game, and it's called Mentally Stimulate Me. If you have any, you can comment on the bottom and answer the questions as well as Terri. It's going to be 3 quick questions. See how she answered them. I'm not going to answer them, but she can answer them. And let's get started. So are you ready for the first question, Terri?
Yes.
All right, so the first question is, okay, the first time your boo meets your child.
Okay.
They click instantly. During the goodbye hug, your boo kisses your child on the lip. What are you doing? What do you do? Okay, see, this is look. It's in the cards. So A, admire the beautiful moment. B, pull your child away. C, nothing right then, but check your boo later. D, make your boo your ex boo right there. Which one? A, B, or C, or D?
Okay, so me being this, for far as me, you're good.
And
For
then
me
say,
being a single, oh wait,
okay, got it. No, my
cool beans.
phone acting weird. It's okay. I'm leaving it alone. Go
So
ahead.
far as me being a single mom,
Mm-hmm.
if I was comfortable enough for you to meet my child and then that happens, yeah, I wouldn't be, honestly, I wouldn't be comfortable with it at all. At
So
all.
we saying D, make your boo your ex
D.
right there.
Yes, because then
I
that
agree.
would just, that would make me paranoid all throughout the whole time us being together. I'll be so paranoid. I can't
Exactly.
be in a relationship where I'm
No,
paranoid of someone harming my child. I'm sorry.
exactly. And like I
That's
said,
a no.
I'm not gonna answer that question because people gonna see my colors, my real colors. They're gonna be like, "Oh, Patricia, you're crazy." So I'm
Yeah.
not gonna. Okay.
Right.
Okay. I'll switch that. All right. Bay's expensive new shoes are on the floor. Accidentally, you step on one. When Bay sees the scuff, he/she, you never know, he/she accuses their friend of doing it. Who you don't like? What you do? You get the
Wait,
question.
so someone,
So
so,
Bay's
okay,
expensive shoes, new shoes, are on the floor. Accidentally,
okay.
you step on them. When Bay sees the
Uh,
scuff, he accuses your friend of doing it, whom you don't like. But it's your friend, so how you don't like your own friend? No, their friend. My bad. Their friend.
I'll be, I'll be honest. Come on, it's shoes. I'm not gonna
So,
lie about no shoes. I don't like lying in the first place, so let it know about shoes. And if
so
you're
confess.
that mad over shoes, then why am I with you?
Yeah,
That's too
it's not.
materialistic for me. I'm
I
sorry.
don't know. Some people pay a lot for their shoes. I don't.
I get it,
So
but I'm not gonna lie about it.
yeah. So you'll confess basically,
Yeah.
even though you don't like you're not really feeling the person.
Yeah, no. I'm not gonna let
Okay, so
somebody take the fall for it.
good answer, honest Terry. So so the last question is: you find out your partner has several troll accounts for anonymously antagonizing celebrities on Instagram. What do you do? A, look at him or her differently. Okay, I saw what you put because can you see the messages?
Like the comments?
Yeah, the comments.
Yeah, I see the comments.
Okay, because I was reading what somebody just said. Shelly Shell, and
Oh,
she said, I will be honest too, because if he acts up, then it's bye. I agree. I'm gonna try and pay attention to the comments as much as I can, y'all. Y'all know I'm trying to multitasking for me. Yeah. All right. So last question. So we already talked about the troll accounts of him antagonizing
right.
celebrities. What do you do? A, looking at him or her differently but staying. B, leaving him or her because trolls are scum. C, staying because you're a troll too. And D, staying but only if he or she stops trolling. A or B.
D,
C.
because it depends, like realistically depends on the person. If you really have that connection with someone, you're not going to just break up over something like that. But I would
Yeah.
say it would be D. Now, my thing is, why do you have time to troll celebs? Like, I like
Yeah.
go-getters, people that's like after their goals and everything. So why do you have time to troll
Mm-hmm.
celebrities? Is my question to you.
Yeah.
I would have to question that whole scenario. And if you have too much time on your hand, then I might have to let you go.
Yeah. Because I'm like, you better be busy with your business or something.
Right. Like, why do you have time to have all these troll accounts? Are you serious?
Exactly. You got too much time on your hands. You be taking time for me. Doing something nice for
Mm-hmm.
me. Rubbing my feet. Thank you. All right, so we're gonna get
All
into
that time. Some things could be
look.
happening.
So we're gonna get into our topic for today, and our topic for today is photo shoots runway and characteristics of a model, a professional model. So we're going to start with runway. And the reason I say runway because Terri, when I say Terri is amazing when it comes to runway, I just be like, you know, I have to get into my Terri vibe when I'm on the stage because you do it so well. Like it's natural, it's a flow to you. So first, before you even answer that question, how did you even get into modeling? Let's start there.
Yeah, I feel like every model has a story of everyone they grew up with saying you should be a model. So of course I went through that phase and being actually taller than everyone else. And then actually I lived across the street when I was younger. I lived across the street from a designer, and and then he was like, "Hey, would you be interested in being in my fashion show?" I said, "Yeah." And then like legit from that first show, a photographer was like, "Hey, do you want to do a photo shoot?" And it just rode that way. I was like, and I loved it, fell in love with it.
So how were you when it was your first time doing a runway show or even a photo shoot? How was that? Were you nervous? Like, or just was
of course I was right. Of course I was nervous, but I don't know. I just blacked it all out. Like as soon as I hit the runway, I was just walking, and then it just got better with time. I will say that.
Yeah,
I wasn't perfect at first, but I grew up watching runway show after runway show. I'm not sure. I might be aging myself, but anyone knows like Fashion Files or Fashion TV or anything, I watched all those runway shows up 1, 2 o'clock in the morning watching them. So once I hit that runway, I was in love.
You said Fashion Files. I have never heard of Fashion Files.
Someone out there heard of it. I know I'm not the only one. I'm not crazy.
I'm a YouTuber. Everything's on YouTube. So
yeah, everything YouTube University.
I know we're good. Yes, girl. So so you've never had training when it comes to runway?
Oh, so yes, I have had. I took a couple of classes. Like played for runway coaches to teach me here and there. I feel like every model should, especially if you need help with your walk, either get a runway coach or practice in your heels all the time, walking down the street in the heels, in your house, back and forth. I don't care what the neighbors or if you live in an apartment. I feel bad for your neighbors, but you should practice all the time.
I agree. And okay, so pertaining to runway, from the time as far as you getting on the runway, how do you feel? What is your mood? Are you in diva mode?
You could say that. My alter ego
mindset?
kicks in. My alter egos do kick in. The nerves kick in and everything, and I just use it all. It's just like a big ball of energy that just happens. So as a professional model, I just feel like you gotta sell what you have on, no matter if you like it or not.
That is true.
So you gotta have that. You have to have that confidence. You gotta be in your zone.
Yeah.
So
every single time, it's because they always say, it's not about you. It's about the clothes. People wanting to purchase the clothes. That's your job as a model. You are
sell
just
those garments.
Yes. That's your job. Just like you said, to sell a garment. So I know so do you still get nervous even after time? Even now?
How many designers I walk for? Yeah, I still get a little nervous. I do. Not as much as the beginning, when I first started modeling, but yeah, I still get nervous a little bit. But I use it.
And does it matter if it is a little bit of people or a lot of people in the audience? Or it
doesn't matter.
Do you even pay attention to the fact that there's people in the audience?
Because then that would just get to me. Because I'm naturally a shy person. So to pay attention to how many people in the audience, I wouldn't. No, I would drive myself crazy thinking about that.
That's funny how you just said that you're a natural shy person.
I'm a naturally shy person, believe it or not.
And it's crazy how models start off and a lot of us are shy. I know I was shy. I'm still a little shy sometimes.
Yeah.
But I'm just used to things now. But yeah, it's funny how you always hear of a model being shy. You'd be like, you're shy?
Right. This is like your job. What do you mean?
Yes.
No, I'm still human.
So my next question is, so when it comes to, we can touch back on runway, but I want to get into photography because I know that you're excellent when it comes to photo shoots, because I have done a few photo shoots with you, and I'm like, Terri, let me just give her a hand clap.
Photo shoots is fun. I love photo shoots.
And you always, you know how to take it to a different level when doing a photo shoot. So meaning I have my board that I post up things, and then I practice from there. I have to do it in steps. Like, you move your arm here, then you move your arm down. Like, that's how I taught myself how to do it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. But is that something, what's your process?
Well, I feel like every model should know their best angles, like the best poses that look great for them. So that's first thing. And second thing, confidence. Like, trust me, if you're not feeling confident, that camera will show every bit of that insecurity.
Yes.
So definitely confidence.
Yeah, because I know when I see you shoot, like the last one we just did with Jefferson / Philadelphia University. I was watching you do your thing. I was like, Terri is killing this photo shoot. I get nervous. Most of the time I'm nervous. I'll just be like, okay.
Stop. You're doing great. You knew exactly what you was doing. Stop.
Y'all be thinking I'll be doing great, and in my head I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm just trying here.
Right.
But I know when you were doing it, I'm like, Terri got a leg up, got an arm up, she got this going on, she got that going on, she doing all these poses. And I'm just like, go ahead, girl. And then the photos are coming out beautiful. So you can tell that you have a lot of confidence when you're on the runway, when you're doing a photo shoot. And that's why the main reason I wanted to talk to you, because there's a lot of people that are, well, a lot of models where they're interested in being a model, are a model, or thinking about it, that you have a lot of tips to give a person that wants to even know, wants to learn. So when it came to photo shoots, I know you said the designer asked you to be in a photo shoot. How was the first time actually doing a photo shoot versus how you got to your level now? What was that process like?
Practicing. Practice in front of the mirror, believe it or not. Practice every pose. And I feel like you don't want to be too posy. You want it to kind of flow or go with the mood of the shoot. So definitely practicing in the mirror, different poses, different angles for yourself. When you're on a photo shoot, you gotta realize and understand what you have on. So if you have a pair of jeans, you gotta ask yourself, so what am I selling? Obviously you're gonna sell legs, you're gonna sell butt, so you gotta, do the angles and everything that's flattering for you. Confidence is definitely a big part of it. Confidence. Like, I can't stress that enough. Like, because with the confidence, it leads you to do more things in a photo shoot. Like, don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. Like, just go for it. Have fun. I think the whole process of modeling, like from the practices and actually being there, meeting different people, it's fun. It's supposed to be a fun process. Everything's a process. So I know you mentioned like as far as how I first started until how I am now, and it's like it's a process. Trust me, I wasn't always great. I've been in shoots at the very beginning where I look like a deer in headlights. They're like, Terri, are you there? Hey, are you there? I'm like, yes, I'm here. So it's a huge difference. Huge difference.
I actually have a photo shoot where it looks like I was a deer in headlights, and that was my first.
Confidence, guys.
Like,
practice.
I got it.
And pick up a magazine.
Yes.
Before I forget, pick up a magazine. Study those spreads that you see in the magazines, because trust me, they're in the ad for a reason.
Yeah.
So definitely pick up a magazine and study. Study your craft. Yep.
That's true. That's true. That's good. That's good stuff, Terri. So on top of runway and photo shoot, let me tag onto my notes. of what the questions I'm going to be asking you.
Okay.
So my next question is, hold on one second, let me get all this out the way.
Hey, Niecey too. My niece is in here. Hey, guys.
Oh, sure. So wow, that's how my first interview was a deer in headlights.
So you know exactly how I feel. You know exactly.
Yes. And again, if anyone has any questions, leave it in the comments. Anything anybody wants to share, leave that as well. And also, so we asked about how'd you get into modeling.
Yeah.
My next question is, what are some of your goals as far as modeling is concerned?
So a few goals. I want to expand my brand.
Okay.
So goals would have to be, because I always have these great creative ideas as far as like different clothing designs, but I never see anyone actually make it or design it. So I think I'm just, work on, doing a clothing line.
Okay.
Having an online boutique. Like that's always been a passion of mine, and I've been in the work since Corona.
Since Corona.
Since Corona. I've been in the works for it, putting in the ideas and stuff, and talking to people. So hopefully, in a nearby future, it'll come to fruition.
Okay. Awesome. Well, if anyone has any advice for Terri on how to open up an online business, especially a boutique, please don't hesitate to IG her, DM, and just give her some advice, because I know as just women in general, we, like me, I'm always wanting to help. I'm always wanting to, how can I be of service?
Yeah.
So if I know, but I don't know nothing about no boutique, so so I really can't help you on that one. But I do know a little bit of how to start in creating a website, a little bit.
Okay.
So just a little bit, but it's really
pick your brain.
It's called YouTube University. You utilize
YouTube University. Exactly.
Learn how to do everything on YouTube. I don't know how to change my oil yet, but I've seen how it's done.
Oh Lord. Somebody save her now.
I'll go to the shop. Okay, so what else? So quarantine. What are some other things that you have been doing, during this time, as far as quarantine is concerned? Being home, not being able to be around as many people. Or are you going out, being around a lot of people?
As of right now?
Yes.
Not honestly, I'm not there yet. Mentally, I stepped into the mall because I needed to get a gift for someone. So I've been to the mall. And I just go to like groceries. Yeah. I'm not sure about all the malls, but I went to Christiana Mall in Delaware.
Oh,
so
I've been. That mall was open. Yes.
Yes, I'm not sure about all the other malls, but yeah.
Okay.
So I'm slowly but surely stepping out there, but I'm not 100% comfortable with everything yet. So.
Okay. And I saw on your page that you have been working out.
Yes, that's definitely one thing I've been definitely doing. That's how I stay sane during this whole time, is staying active. I feel like it's very important for everyone to stay like active as much as possible. Whatever you can do, whether it's walking, running, just inside, just working out. So and they say health is wealth, so why not work on your body, work on your fitness?
Exactly. I think because of the fact that we have so much time, so much free time to really, and not only engage our family, so building stronger relationships within our household.
Right.
And if you have, because a lot of people are hanging out with their close knit people,
right?
Not their friends, their family, people that you're around every single day. That's who I'm around all the time now. It's like either we're gonna have to love each other because there's no choice. So, but I think during this time, I think fitness is is great, because that keeps your body in motion, keep you going, making sure that you're constantly, active. And spiritually, I think it's very important to even tap into that. I'm all about the Lord.
Yes. So praying. I definitely been praying too.
Yes.
Working out, praying, spending time with family.
Yes, I
Yeah.
agree. And on top of that, what else do I want to ask you, Terry? Because I got my notes together.
Okay. Prepared.
Hmm. So now, characteristics of a professional model. Please share. What are some characteristics of a professional model for those who either are models? Because even being a model, I have seen models that have been very unprofessional, and I'm like, okay, hold on, wait a minute, what you doing? So,
Right.
what are some things that you can share for people that want to become a model and are a model that maybe
Mm-hmm.
they just don't know, because some people just don't know. What are some
So
things you
we
can share?
mm-hmm. So we kind of touched based on that a little bit earlier about selling the garment, and
Yeah.
I've been in a room where there's been models complaining about the designs that are being paid to model, and and I found that so
Girl.
rude. It's just crazy. Your job is, you do have one job: sell the garment, do your job. You complaining and talking about the design, like
Yeah.
designers work so hard for those
Mhm.
garments, spend so much time and money and putting it together for you to insult what you
Yeah.
wearing, like your designs they created. I think that's just
Mhm.
horrible. So
Mhm.
definitely, I would say sell the garment, do your job, be
Be
positive,
respectful.
be respectful, be positive.
Mhm.
I know one thing as far as experience wise, I come across not all because I work with a lot of models that's very positive and
Mhm.
friendly and great people. So I'm blessed in that. Exactly.
Yes.
Exhibit A. Exhibit A. So, with that being said, just for the experience of working with models that would try to like indirectly insult you as a peer or something of that nature, it's
Yeah.
like you're pretending that you have confidence. That's what that shows. Because people
Yeah.
confuse having confidence with tearing other people down. When you have to do
Mhm.
that, you don't have confidence.
Mhm.
It shows your insecurities when people do that.
Yeah.
So my number one thing I would say is definitely your confidence is being comfortable in your own skin
Yeah.
and not have to tear anyone else down. I will say that.
Okay. And what are some
Yeah.
other because there's a lot.
There's a
If you
lot of
can speak
different
about
ones.
when it comes to models and being professional, what are some other
Hmm.
things? And I'll actually chime in just a little bit on that
Hmm.
too.
I would say your energy, like people don't want to be in general. I feel like people don't want to be around someone that's negative or your
Mhm.
energy is just so down. So
Yeah.
definitely having a positive, uplifting vibe or energy to you,
Yeah.
definitely. Showing your personality a little bit, it makes people more
Mhm.
relatable to you.
Yes, I agree.
So yeah, so I would definitely say that.
And what
What do you think?
um what about I would say being professional in the sense of what is it? What is it? What conversations you're having at when you're there, when you're in a professional setting. So I believe that as far as like cursing and just doing the most
Mm,
and having a
right.
conversation that does not pertain to what's going on, and I think it's unacceptable. I think it should be more of if we're talking about modeling, we're talking about business, we're talking about certain things. But if it's something
Right.
that should not be involved in that type of setting, I wouldn't have those type of conversations. Because when every time I come in and I do a shoot, my whole mindset or I do anything, my whole mindset is I'm gonna be the example of what
Yeah.
professionalism looks like. I'm gonna walk
Hmm.
in. I'm gonna be confident. I'm going to be friendly because everybody always say, "Cause you should say hi to everybody." But that's just my personality.
You
I'm
do,
never gonna be
which is
like
great,
so.
which is awesome.
Girl, I go up to everybody, hug everybody.
So,
But
yeah, I
the
love
thing
that about you.
is, yeah, because you said that to me before, and I was like, "Oh, thank you, Terry." But But I think it's very important to, greet people. Because you know how you go into a room. It's just like with a parent. I'm a mother. So I tell my kids all the time, if you see an adult, if you encounter anybody, you greet them. You don't just walk past them. Because even when I started modeling, it was like, nobody wasn't saying nothing to each other. And I'm just looking like, so we're not going to talk.
Right, like, this is the normal. This is how it's supposed to be done.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not used to this. I'm used to everybody getting up. I was like, we all can learn from each other. We can, know so much more. Just like how you are excellent at photo shoots and runway. I can learn a lot from you. Just sitting there watching, like, okay, now I know to put my arm up. And I would learn so much just by having a conversation with you. And we can relate on certain things.
Yeah.
So the fact that
I feel like it's always, exactly. I feel like it's always room for improvement. Even though I'm better, I look back, I'm way better than what I was at the beginning. I'm still growing and learning myself. I feel like everyone in life should be a student still learning, still studying, still working on your craft.
Exactly.
So,
And what else about professionalism that I want to bring up, because there's things. Yes. So definitely when it comes to, I know a lot of times we are getting things done as far as our hair, as far as our makeup, as far as like just certain things. We like, okay, so this is not me looking like a model.
Yeah.
This is not the look.
Right.
And a lot of times people are just not happy with that. What are your thoughts about that when it pertains to professionalism too?
I feel like there's people in the industry, especially people that coordinate these shows and photo shoots and things of that nature, they didn't even realize what kind of model they're working with. It's like, and then they gotta hire the right people. They gotta hire the right people to do your hair for all the models, not just one type of model. Like, especially like as far as hey John. But no, yes. I feel like people need to be more aware of like, you need to hire people that really know different hair textures, not just one type of hair texture. They know how to put makeup on a black model, not just someone that's white or fair skinned.
Yeah.
And it's just, I've been through it too many times. You know how many times I had my makeup bag like, oh, let me fix this. Like, and it shouldn't be that way. You know how many, like, I had the experience of being in New York Fashion Week, and legit, I can see the looks on their faces when they see my hair, like, who's going to get this model? Like, wow. Wow, guys. Wow. It's like, it was 2019, actually. I'm not that long ago. Okay, and people are like, you don't know how to do different texture here? Just one type? It's like, it's sad.
Yeah, because I feel like when you have, like you said, multiple ethnicities of a model and different types of hair texture and skin tone, you have to be very mindful of, first of all, you need to hire somebody that's diverse in those type of styles.
In their abilities.
So if you know somebody that can, because I know a lot of times I wear sewing. And when I have my sewing in, I did it myself. So it's not perfect, but but you gotta know how to maneuver so you don't see a track. But a lot of people don't know how to do it. So a lot of times I'll try to show up already knowing how, like, having my hair a certain way, and hopefully that's the hairstyle they're going to use. So they're like, okay, this is going to be pretty easy. But the thing is, you're natural. So them trying to do your hair, whether they're pressing, trying to put different chemicals in it, trying to do this. I actually wore my hair natural one time, and I was like, I would never do it again, because
what happened?
They didn't know what they were doing.
Oh, yeah. You gotta watch out for that too.
So many chemicals in my hair, and I'm like, this is gonna take forever to wash this out. So not only that, it's just, people just have to learn to be more diverse. Can you see my emos coming up or no?
Your what coming up?
Something coming up on the screen. I just want to make sure I'm only.
No. Yeah, okay. No, I don't see anything. No.
Okay. So, but I think they definitely need to make sure they get diverse people that's going to be, you know, for my skin tone, for your skin tone, for, you know, because something that's flattering on one person, number one,
Mm-hmm.
silver. Having
Oh, that
silver, like
moment.
I
That
know good with
moment.
gold. Gold is right, but silver,
Cool. It's one of those things where silver can work, but it's on how you place it and how much you place it.
exactly.
If you know what you're doing as a makeup artist, silver will work, no matter who's the model.
Mm-hmm. That's
Now,
true. That's true.
that one experience we had where the makeup was like
Girl,
silver eyes and like bright pink lip.
yes.
Why? Every black model literally had like a whole eyeshadow silver and like these hot pink lips, just glossy and everything. And then
It wasn't good.
the the other models, like they like white models or anything, and
Mm-hmm.
they just a little light pink. It wasn't even
Mm-hmm.
bright or anything, and then it was just so pretty for us that I was like, wow.
But you look
So we
cute.
looked,
What's going
in
on over here?
comparison, we literally looked like clowns, like not
Yeah.
exaggerating. We looked like clowns. I was
Yeah.
like, and I complained. I like legit went to one of the coordinators who was like organizing. I was like, do you not see all the black models' makeup? Like,
Yeah.
this is horrible. This is like
Yeah.
literally horrible.
She
We
laughing.
like my niece
Girl,
laughing at us.
it's a struggle. It's a
It's
struggle
true.
sometimes
Like
being a model.
every black model
Because
look
not
like
only that, but you have to
clowns. That's crazy.
it's a it's definitely a lot because you only not only that, but you have to fit into a certain size if you want to like the garment.
Right.
And the great thing about black models, we have such a diverse look from
Yeah.
different shapes and sizes where we got curves and everything else. It's just, you know, it's just beautiful. It's just
Yes.
wonderful. So
Yes.
us
Like it's
fitting
beautiful.
into certain things, it's a little different. That's why we have a whole fitting beforehand.
Yeah.
Where they know where they gotta alter what is what. But
Yeah.
I
Hmm.
think it's very important to emphasize the fact that even being professional in that sense of when you're
Hmm.
putting on a garment, being careful. I am very careful with the person's garment
Yes.
because I know that they worked hard to put that together.
Yes.
And some
I don't
pieces
just.
are priceless.
Hmm.
So making
Exactly.
sure that you're not tearing something or just putting it on recklessly and saying,
Or
"Oh
throwing it on
well."
the floor after you're done with it. Like it's
I can
like
only
you just
imagine.
disrespected someone's work. Like their
Exactly.
hard work you just throw on the floor. It's
Yes.
like that's definitely one characteristic of a professional model. Like
Yes.
respect the designs and the garments that you're wearing. Respect the designer.
Absolutely. I agree. Because I've seen some things. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Seen it all.
definitely being mindful of all that is very important, especially
Yeah.
because even with like Jefferson and the universities and the colleges doing their fashion shows, these students work hard. When I say
Yes.
hard, when I say all their clothes are amazing, though, I just like, can y'all just teach me just a little bit,
So talented. Like so
just a
talented. I
little
had the
bit.
experience of being like a fit model for one of the
Uh-huh.
fashion schools, and it's a beautiful process. Like you literally see all the designers and students like break down crying because it's not working. Like
Aww.
seeing it as muslins before it becomes into like the material or the fabric that they choose is like seeing the entire process is like
Mm-hmm.
amazing. It's crazy. And then to see the final piece from them crying about it and then it's just
Yeah.
done and amazing, it's just like wow.
Yes. I
It's an amazing experience.
I know. I remember one designer, and she had a whole bunch of like. It was a black dress. When I say the dress is beautiful, I don't know who wore it in the fashion show. I just maybe did I do? I don't know. But either way,
Right, it
either
all comes into
way,
one sometimes.
yeah. But and I want to say her name is Johanna
Okay.
De Niro or something like that. But her clothes, her like she's just one person. I'm like, if she's not in Paris, if she's not somewhere years later, even graduating after, that's
Yeah.
ridiculous because her clothes were just that amazing. Like everything, her whole line. And I've seen so many people, so many designers, so many students that have done like even the photo shoot we just did not too long
Yeah.
ago before all this happened. Thank God we got it out the way before
I
everything else happened because
know.
then we wouldn't have the amazing photos. They wouldn't be able to really showcase their work on models. So thank God we were there to be able to do it for them. And that's the importance of being a model. You are needed.
Yeah, you're there to bring it to life. Like your
Exactly.
job is to bring it to life.
Exactly.
Definitely.
So besides being professional with the clothing, the makeup, and the hair, what are some other things that a model, professionalism is important as far as characteristics of a professional model?
Let's see. Good. I say personality.
Okay.
I would say like being confident enough to show who you are, and then how you talk to people as well when you're in a professional setting too.
Absolutely.
Not always being on your phone. That's a big part of it. So don't always be on your phone. Pay attention to your surroundings. Talk to people. Engage in the people that you're working with. Get to know them. So I would say definitely engaging. So don't be on your phone. That's very unprofessional.
Yeah, I normally to piggyback on not being on your phone, because it's when you're on your phone, put it this way, you're looking at a screen the whole entire time. You're looking down. That means you're closed off technically. Instead of actually crossing your hands, you're really just saying you're being on your phone. It's the same thing as crossing your hands and saying I'm not
Right, shutting people off. Exactly. You're basically shutting people off.
So it's better, and it's better to actually get up, move around, and just be more active and communicate with people, because you'll find out so much and you'll get connected to the right person. But if you never open your mouth and actually take part and say, you know what, I'm gonna go get the people that just hired. I'm gonna go talk to people that just hired me to do the job. I'm gonna go, just get these little nuggets that maybe they might just drop if I listen.
You'll learn something.
Because being at certain doing certain things. I don't know about my doorbell just rung. But doing certain things when it pertains to this, basically that's how you get more connections. By me actually being very vocal and talking to people, that's made other people see, oh, she's very friendly. You know what? Let me see if she might want to do this photo shoot, because she's good to work with. She works well with other people. And they need, and that's one of the good characteristics too, working well with other people. If you're a model and you can't get along with nobody in the room, no.
Forget about it, right? Like seriously, no one's gonna want to work with you at all.
You better have a great look, and that's gonna be like the most unique look. That's gonna say, you know what, I actually need her to be.
Yeah, that's honestly not gonna take you too far either.
It's not. It's not.
Every person I know, like every working model, like people that are actually getting jobs, getting paid and all that, they're all positive people. I never met a model that actually is working being negative. Never did I. So definitely.
No. I have met models that are negative in a sense with certain, like being around them, being very negative with certain things. And but they're just like starting off, so they really don't know, and a lot of them are young, so they don't really know what it like, that professionalism, because they're so, some of them are very immature. So I see it as, Catrice, you need to make sure you're the example, not get into the crowd and start acting like the crowd, but actually be an example and have them follow you. So okay, wait a minute, Catrice ain't doing that, so let me not do that because she's not doing it. And remembering that when you walk into a room, you need to see yourself as a leader, number one. Someone that is not just a student, but also a leader. Somebody that's going to be like, okay, I need to set the bar, and I need to raise the bar every time I go into a room. But one thing I love to do is make sure I'm a student. That's why I like to listen. I'm not that great with names.
Listening is a big part of being professional too. Listen.
What's your name again?
The directions.
I was like, I remember all faces. And I remember when I first met you. I actually first met you when we were doing a runway show. I believe it's the first time I met you. We were doing a runway show, and that's when we had the silver. I think it was
Was
that
that the
time.
first time?
I think so. I think
Nuh-uh.
so. I don't.
I feel like it
No,
was
because you
before
never.
that.
You weren't with. You. I don't believe you were with my agency during that time.
During
I don't
that
think you were.
time.
Yeah, you weren't with my agency. You were looking for an agency. I
Well,
believe.
yep.
Mm-hmm.
I was
And you know,
I was in between the test trial with your agency. Like, but I
yeah,
booked the job, so haha.
yeah, yes. So also talking about, I know we got professionalism down, we got runway down, and we got, if anybody's tuning in, we were talking about runway when it comes to, you know, modeling, Terri's experience with that. Photo shoots, because she's excellent at runway and photo shoots. So she talked about that, and basically making sure you have confidence in all that you do, whether it's the runway, whether it's a photo shoot. Confidence is very important. And then we talked about characteristics of a professional model, meaning your attitude. Let's please, everyone needs to know attitude is very important. I do not like to be around negative people. I don't like being negative myself, because it raises my blood pressure.
Mm-hmm.
And I just rather would be happy and enjoying life. So we talked about that. Now talking about, what was it I was just about to say?
Well, before you end there, I want to just say you gotta remember.
Okay.
One thing you gotta remember, you might have got that job that you're on, but if your attitude is negative, then they're gonna remember that, and you won't get hired again.
Yep.
9 times out of 10, you will not get hired again. So yes, you got that job, but if you're not good on that job and you're being negative, or if your energy is just a downer, don't expect them to call you back.
Exactly. And like you said, when it comes to being it just made a light bulb went off. Like, the reason why I get like continuous jobs, like they'll call me over and over again, is because of the fact that I stay positive. I come in and sometimes I'm sick as a dog. Hey, Aisha girl.
Hey. Hey girl.
Hey, but I know, no, just by you saying that, it really said to me, that's why I can constantly do the same jobs over and over again, and that's because of my attitude. Because I try to stay positive. And sometimes, y'all, I come in and I do not feel it at all, and I just push through. Like, even our last photo shoot, like I wasn't feeling it. Like, as far as myself, I don't know what it was. I woke up, I was happy, but after some time, it was like, okay, Catrice, I had to literally boost myself up to be like, I can push through this and stay positive and stay focused, because the pictures are going to come out amazing. I get a chance to be around my girls and enjoy everybody. People
always
I've been
a good
around for
time.
years. Yeah, we always have a good time.
Yeah.
So, and it's like I see the same ones all the time. I'll be like 1 or 2 new faces. So it's always basically good vibes from everybody. And then we have Cardi and everyone else that's there. We just always have a good time.
Yeah.
So now let's talk about, you got the time, because I don't got the time, girl. And I want to make sure this is a good time.
It's 7:46. 7:46.
Oh yeah, we gotta, it's good time and we're doing good. Okay, so as far as what else? We talked about how you got started in modeling. We talked about what
I would
advice.
say, you know what? Speaking of characteristics of a professional model, I do want to mention, this may become uncomfortable for some, but grooming yourself,
girl,
making sure everything is shaved and groomed, because you never know, you'll get on set and all of a sudden you gotta put on this bikini. Okay, so make sure legs are shaved, all that good stuff, from your hair to your toes. Groom yourself.
To your toes.
It's part of your job. It's part of your job.
That would be true. I agree. And making sure that you are properly showered, making sure that you have, and making sure you got a model bag that works for you.
Model bag.
Let's talk about this model bag real quick, just real quick. So
All right.
when it comes to like my model bag, let me tell you, it has razors, it has bottles of water, it has a rag, it has even soap, just in case. I have changes of different types of underwear, just because depending on the garment, I'm going to need to change. Because you can't have fine lines in between if you got this dress on. No. And also having black tights, a black tank top, different types of bras is very important. What else?
Different type of heels, I would say. Different kinds of
Yes.
shoes, because you never know what outfit. It could be from 70s look to a bikini to a gown. So having different kinds of outfits, especially it depends on, sometimes you are doing shoes off season. So it could be wintertime and you're doing bathing suits. So just having a different blend of shoes, from sandals, sneakers, boots, all that good stuff.
That's true. That's true. So what else when it comes to your model bag? But yeah, that's about it when it comes to your model bag.
Yeah, you basically you got it all covered, because I don't have razors in mine. So I'm gonna add razors to
Girl,
my
I have perfume too. I have wipes. I have a little bit of everything. Girl. Because, and then you know why? I also pack stuff just in case y'all need it.
I appreciate it. You saved me. You saved me before, and I was like, thank you, Caprice. I don't want to talk about it though, but you saved me, and I appreciate you to this day.
Girl, you never know.
Girl,
y'all might need something.
I'm like, this never happened.
Mama in me. That's the mama. You need something, baby. You need
I went right to Catrice. I'm like, Catrice, I need you.
Girl, because you know I was gonna have it.
Yes.
But
she'll have. I know she's gonna have my back.
Girl, you know I'm here. That's what I'm here for. So,
hi, Brian.
So
one of my friends.
Oh, hi, Brian. Okay, so how has it been for you as a model?
In the industry.
Has it been easy? Has it been challenges? Has it been, you know what I mean? How has it been?
All right, so I will say the positives, like being able to do different jobs, meet different people. I haven't got a chance to really travel like I want to, but the traveling that I've done so far, just traveling for where I've been thus far, meeting different people, being exposed to different like cultures, has been awesome. I would definitely say has been like the positives for me in the industry. So I love that. And then I guess negatives, I would say being a Black model, it comes with its things. Like I had experience, it's crazy. I would say I had experience where I'm going into like a open call, and the person who's in charge of the open call says, our clients, we don't have the clientele for your look or something like that. And then the thing is like, but I just booked a few jobs with the models that you do represent. So what are you saying? But it's like,
was that with an agency or just an open call?
It was just like an open call. It's just like in general, it's just things of that nature. That was with an open call, so it wasn't with like old agency or anything. But I have experience with different managers and agencies in the past too. What was that?
I was going to say, have you had, as far as representation, have you ever had a manager, or you don't go the manager route, or you just stick with an agency, or you just freelance yourself?
Oh no, so I'm currently signed with Mercury. But we were signed together before. We were on the same agency before. But for me,
let me stop. I'll stay positive, girl. I'll stay positive. Stay in my lane.
But hey, you can chime in too. This question's for both of us. We both in this industry, so you can chime in too. Hi, Aisha.
Aisha, no.
She know. It's been some things. It's been some things, but I had I know same as you. Wait, I can't stop. Aisha's making me laugh. But yeah,
Aisha,
I had experience where
interviewing you. One of the next ones I'm interviewing, girl. So you better call me. But go ahead, Terri. It's all about Terri right now.
I'm tuned in. But no, you know, obviously dealing with different like past agencies, and like I have had a manager in the past, like before, like at the beginning of my career, and that didn't go so well. But just far as previous agencies, like past agencies, I would say like they didn't know what to do for me as a black model. Like they didn't know
Mm-hmm.
how to promote me. They didn't know how
Yeah,
to sell me to clients, you know? So I did have that experience as far as a black model in the industry.
I think it's very important that if you are a Caucasian representative or director or of anybody else that's black, that's not black, if you are trying to represent someone that is a black model, African American, African, whatever you want to call it, you need
Mm-hmm.
to make sure that you have someone, you are diverse, and you have someone within your agency that can focus directly that represents them directly. Because
Mm-hmm.
me, when I first got into modeling, I was just told, "Oh, only wear your straight hair," and I was like, "Well, I might want to be a Terry right now." You know, I want to rock my afro because that's what I was basically wearing. I had to learn how to put sew-ins in my head just because of modeling. I had to learn how to do it. YouTube University,
So you
and
didn't know how to do your hair before modeling? Like
no,
you wasn't doing that before. Oh
I wore
wow.
braids. I wore braids all the time. That was my thing. And then
Okay, okay.
even when I got scouted the first time, I was wearing braids because I didn't wear sew-ins like that. I didn't even know how to put them in
Mm-hmm.
my own head. So, but then when I started modeling, it was like, okay, you have to wear your hair straight all the time. I had to learn. Like you have to, as a model, you have to learn new skills, and you have to be opening to learning new skills. But also making sure that you know what you want. Know that you do not want to be put in a box, because they will try
Mm-hmm.
to put you in a box, and you want to make sure that that's not the case. So you have to know a little bit of where you want to fit as
Right.
far as modeling. Terri is very natural, beautifully natural,
Oh,
which is
thank
great.
you.
And I wish I could have did it, because that's something that I'm working on now, even having my natural hair and knowing that it's
Mm-hmm.
beautiful. Because when you're told wear your hair straight all the time, it's like, because they only know straight hair. They only know
Right.
curl it up a little bit. Give me that Farrah Fawcett type style.
Yeah.
So I think it's very important for agencies to have a diverse people in there, because you're working with multiple ethnicities as a modeling
Mm-hmm.
agency. If you
Right.
cannot keep it diverse, then that's somebody's not going to get a job. Somebody's not going to get booked for certain things because they're not showing their best. And when it even comes to photo shoots, I feel like there needs to be a team backing you. Okay, we might have to end this and then go back, Terry. You see
Why?
this?
Does it? Oh,
It's
you see it's popping up on your end. What does it say?
a minute and 49 seconds.
Ah, all right. Well, we can always we can finish this topic what you're talking about, and start it over again. It's up to
Yeah,
you.
we can. That's good, girl. The kids upstairs, I'm good. So, but I think it's very important. I think it's very important to have someone else that can work with us. And like I said, when it pertains to photo shoots, when I do, like, if I'm sent to do a photo shoot, I really don't know
Right.
what I'm doing. I think that there really needs to be someone there with you from the agency and helping you pick out, your outfits for the photo shoot, helping you pick out how you want your hair.
Mm-hmm.
I know when I did a photo shoot, I knew what I wanted because I was in the game long enough, not too long, but long enough to know, okay, Patrice, this is your time going around. This is you spending your money. Like if I'm
Mm-hmm.
not coming out of pocket $500 some dollars, I want what I want.
Seriously.
So you making sure that you have every image. That means fitness. That means beauty. That means street. That means whatever you want your image to be, you need to make sure that that's what you have. Even if you
Right.
got to bring your own makeup artist and hair stylist with you to the photo shoot, because some photographers provide that. But if you know that you have somebody great that's going to make you look great, make sure that you have that person with you when you go do a photo shoot. Because I had that experience, and that's how I had got some really, really great photos because I had in line what I wanted to do. Because I was like, okay, people don't got to tell me no more how